After 13 years of war, changes are coming to all branches of the military. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel laid out his budget proposals for next year. 10 News military reporter Bob Lawrence with what may be in store for San Diego. Bob?
Well, Kim, the proposed budget will hit where it hurts the most in housing, health care, even where military families shop. But overall, San Diego should be able to keep its head above water. In a nutshell, the budget proposal put forth by Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel can be summed up this way.
This will be the first budget to fully reflect the transition DoD is making for after 13 years of war.
For example, Marines are already packing away gear to ship home for the drawdown in Afghanistan.
Our recommendations favor a smaller and more capable force.
It is the Army that will take the biggest hit in terms of a smaller force, the smallest since before World War II, from 522,000 to 450,000. The National Guard will also be reduced by 20,000, and the Marine Corps reduced to a force of 182,000. So how does San Diego shake out in all of this? Well, as we first reported 2 weeks ago, the second in command at the Department of Defense said, better than most. Christine Fox said at a recent gathering for defense contractors,
San Diego is going to remain very central and very important to anything we do in the future.
For the Navy, the number of carriers will remain at 11, but the number of littoral combat ships will go from 52 to 32. But aside from ships,
the young enlisted families are probably the ones that are going to have the most issues.
Hagel proposed, for example, that the subsidy to commissaries be cut, which could mean higher prices. But there is better news and bigger support for local contractors like Northrop Grumman in Rancho Bernardo, makers of Global Hawk, and General Atomics in Poway, which makes the Predator, both unmanned aerial vehicles.
You know, there'll be some offsets, but overall scheme of things, I think San Diego's in good shape.
Now, there are also proposals to adjust the housing allowance and health care copays for veterans and families. But keep in mind, these are just proposals. The defense budget will be submitted with the president's budget to Congress next week. Bob Lawrence, 10 News.